Fraud is everywhere these days, from fake toll payment text messages that you receive on your phone to social media scams, bogus charity requests, even stolen packages. It's a growing problem that's hitting very, very close to home for many people. Joining us now with what you need to know, what you need to look out for and to protect yourselves is Kathy Stokes, Director of Fraud Protection or Prevention Program at AARP Fraud Watch Network. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. What are the top scams people should be watching out for this holiday season?
Yeah, you mentioned social media. We see about a third of us have experienced clicking on an ad on social media to purchase something, and only to find out that they'll never get it. Or if they do get something, it's an inferior version of what they were trying to order. So we really have to stay away from those social media ads.
Yeah, they pop up all the time if you're on social media there. We saw a recent report that showed 9 in 10 adults have experienced some form of fraud. What's driving that number so high, Kathy?
Well, unfortunately, we're in a place now where much of this activity is happening around the world by transnational organized crime rings. They're very sophisticated. They have the money, the time, the scripts, the ways to get us to do things that we wouldn't ordinarily do. And it's just everywhere now.
You know, we almost are being forced to buy gifts online, so we really can't stay away from that. How do we make that safer? Or how do we stay away from the scam part and get to what we really want, is to buying gifts?
Yeah, we just have to constantly engage our inner skeptic. My guidance is work with retailers you've already done business with. You have an account, log into it online or go to the app. It's safer that way. Avoid clicking on links in anything. One other thing that we're seeing every year, it's more people reporting that they've given or received a gift card that didn't have any value on it. Some of that could be error or forgetting, but most of that is very likely because criminals have figured out how to drain those cards as soon as they're activated. So it's best to go online and buy a gift card directly from the retailer, and then register it if you can. If you end up in the situation, flip that card over and call the number on the back and see if they can help you out.
Wow. Talk to me about these toll payment texts that are becoming so common. Why is that? Why are they becoming common? Is that an easier way to get people?
Yeah, and they're sophisticated too. So if you're in Atlanta, you're going to get something about a toll road in your area. I'm from DC. I get a Easy Pass notice or something from Virginia, perhaps. And they work because they're quick. We react quickly to text anyway. When we see it and it's a road that we're familiar with, and it's a small dollar amount, it's like, oh yeah, I better take care of that. Well, that small dollar amount begins their access to your credit card or other data where you're using, to make the purchase. And at worst, you're going to a website where it's going to look to download malicious software onto your device to try to get your credentials to all of your accounts.
Wow. Yeah. What should people do or know when using peer-to-peer payment apps?
You really should only use those with people that you know and trust. If you want to send the kids at school some money, or over the holidays, you can transfer money easily that way. If you're splitting a dinner bill, something like that. But you really don't want to use those to make purchases, especially with retailers you haven't done business with before. They just don't have the same protections as credit cards do.
All right. Kathy Stokes, thanks so much for joining us. Really appreciate the insight that you're giving us this morning, especially during the holidays, man. It's going to get rough.
Thanks for having me.
All right, no problem.